Hello friend, how are you? I hope you will be fine. So today my topic is covalency of carbon. What is my topic today? My topic is covalency of carbon. Covalency of carbon. What I write that covalency, Covalency, covalency of carbon. So we will talk about covalency of carbon. What is mean by covalency of carbon? It means that you know that carbon has four valency electrons. Carbon has four valency electrons and usually it acquires the stable electronic configuration of the nearest noble gas like neon. Like in the period of carbon that coming the last element in this period in neon, so carbon want to that establish the electronic configuration like neon. So it can getting the electronic configuration of carbon by getting electrons or by sharing electron with other atoms. So we can say that you know that carbon has six electronic configuration. We can write that 1s2, 2s2, 2p2, that is the carbon electronic configuration. Or me you can write this, that is 1s orbital, that is 2s orbital, that is a 2p orbital. And you know that 2px, 2py and 2pz. So here is 2 electron, and in 2s here is 2 electron, but in 2p here is 2 electron. So according to Hund rule, first we fill a single electron. But it is the property of carbon that it is the electronic configuration in ground state, in ground state in ground state. So here in excited state, the one electron of 2s will excited to the 2pz electron. So the electronic configuration become 1s2, 2s2, 2px, 2py, 2pz. This one electron will excite to this electron 2pz orbital. So we can write that in 1s here is 2 electron, in 2s here it will be 2s 1 electron, in 2s, and here 1 electron, here 1 electron, 1 electron. So you can see that here, you can see here that carbon has four valency. Mean carbon can share four electrons with other atoms, four electrons with other atoms. And this sharing of electron, the atom that can share the electrons is called the covalency of carbon, or covalency of atom, covalency of atoms. This is called covalency of atom or covalency of carbon. Here is the case of carbon, so we can say that that is the covalency of carbon. Is that right? So let's start some example. We are doing just some example according to lever structure. And what is lever structure? In lever structure we show just the the electron around the central limit atom, how the electron arrange in central limit atom. It is the electron arrangement of the central atom of its valential electron. Sorry. So like carbon used, that there is four valency of carbon, four electron in valence shell that they can share. So here we can write that four electron will be arranged like this around the carbon. So if one carbon atom and we add four hydrogen atom, you know that in hydrogen there is one electron. So four hydrogen having four electrons will share with each orbitals of carbon. So it will become C. Here is the electron of carbon, here is the electron of one hydrogen, here is the electron of one carbon. These all are hydrogen of these all are electron of carbon. Here is the electron of hydrogen, here is the electron of hydrogen, here is the electron of hydrogen. So see that watch that here carbon make CH4 methane gas. It is called methane. So carbon make four valency carbon make four bonding, that is called covalent bonding. So it's sharing, it is the bond due to sharing of electron, so we can say that, we can call it that is covalent bond. You see that is called CH4 structure, which is called methane. So here, if we see that another example, like if two carbon, if there is two carbon, you see that in each two carbon here is, in each carbon here is four valency of electron, four electrons in their valence shell. So these electron will be share. If we add six hydrogen, in first case we add four hydrogen to single carbons. In this case we are adding six hydrogen to the two carbon. If you see that there is two carbon, one carbon is this is one carbon, and this is another carbon. You see that here is, so sorry, this carbon share one electron. This electron is the carbon of this electron belong to this carbon, and this electron belong to this carbon. So here we can say that the electron also have four electron. So you say that there, you can see that there is a six electron remaining, so six hydrogen can be added. That is hydrogen electron, that is hydrogen electron, that is hydrogen electron, that is hydrogen electron, that is hydrogen electron share, that is hydrogen electron that share. So you say that, you can see that there is six hydrogen that combine with two carbon, or you can write that CH3 CH3, which is called ethane. Ethane, that is ethane, and the above one is methane. So like in another carbon, if we add four hydrogen, then what will happen? We are seeing that if we add four hydrogen like to two carbon, that is single carbon, plus we add four hydrogen. So what will be happened here? Here it will happen that carbon, that is the electron of carbon. So that is the first electron, that is the second electron, that is the third electron, that is the fourth electron carbon has. And this is the another carbon that has, that is the one electron, that is the other electron, that has one electron, that has one electron. So the carbon that share these electron and that share these electrons, so it will make double bond, it will make double bond, and the remaining four electron will combine with hydrogen, will share with hydrogen. So it will make the another molecule called, uh, what is that called, CH2, like that, that is called ethylene, or you may also known by its name is ethene. Is that right? Okay. So if we so now I am going to another example. In case of if we add two hydrogen to two carbon, then what will happen? Here in three carbon, here is two carbon, so one is this, one is this. It will bonding with three in a three bond, covalent bond. Here is the one electron of this carbon, this is one electron of this carbon, one electron of this carbon. So here is the three electrons of this carbon, and one is here. Here in this carbon, here is the one electron, one electron, one electron, and one electron is that. So it will combine, it will share these these atoms share these electrons by its covalent bond. But here in also in above cases, one bond should be, one bond should be sigma bond, one bond should be sigma bond, and the other one, and the other remaining that may either be two or one, it will be called a pi bond. A pi bond will be by sidewise overlapping, and it will be by head to head overlapping, head to head overlapping, sidewise overlapping. called pi bond, and head to head overlapping is called sigma bond. So the remaining one electron, these are the three electrons of each carbon will share to each other. So the remaining one electron will share with hydrogen. So here are you seeing, you are watching. So what is the structure formed? It is called HC triple bond CH. This is called the ethylene structure. Acetylene. Also its name is ethine. It is, this group is belonging from alkyne. Alkynes are those hydrocarbons that containing three unsaturated bond. I mean that that have three covalent bonded. Triple covalent bond is present, but if there is two covalent bond like in Ca2 and ethylene or ethene, it will be called alkene. Alkene are those hydrocarbon that have that has a one double covalent bond. So these all are about examples of the covalency of carbon. Here how electrons are shared in by carbon. So let's one other example. Let us some concepts other about carbon. Here you may see that in most cases but in always carbon never make four covalent bond like that. And each carbon share four electrons to each other. That cannot happen. That cannot happen. It is why. It is why I will explain this in next video. Okay. So uh, I think it will be enough. So one point is remaining. Due to this property, this property of carbon is called catenation. What is this term? Catenation is what? Catenation, it is the unique property of carbon as known as catenation, which is responsible for wide variety and large number of carbon compounds. This property of carbon is responsible to chain the carbon bond. I mean that this one carbon means are double carbons. uh, it has long chain, and this property that carbon can make long chain, this property of carbon is called catenation. And in organic chemistry, here is very very little atoms. I think it is only carbon that can make catenation. Never other atoms that can make catenation, can help catenation property. So this is the property of carbon, only that they can make long chain. So this is the property of carbon catenation. Yeah, right. Okay. Thank you very much. This is the property of catenation. So thank you very much. Okay, goodbye.